Hi guys, Chubsy Boy here. So what I'm doing today is putting a bit of a personal video together. Obviously, as people know, at 10:30 PM tonight I'm doing a live stream for a charity called Calm. I've got some questions that I'm going to be reading out as well, just to kind of help me along. And I just want to do a bit of an insight to why I'm doing this. So as some people know, I lost my uncle, Carl Hicks, to suicide 5 years ago. Did you have any indications beforehand that your relative was struggling? Answer to that is not at all. There wasn't really anything. I know he'd had an argument the night before, and I'd woken up from it, and he was walking around and obviously upset, had a few to drink, and I can remember him picking up his bag, which he used to get for the fair when he used to work with the fair, filling that up, and literally just chatting. I know what he's like, so obviously he used to talk to me, and he said that he can't keep living here, he can't keep doing this anymore. So to me, at a young age, 18, I literally just thought he was going to the fair. I didn't think it was going to be what it ended up being. So what were you doing when you got the call, and how did you feel? So at the time I was working with my other uncle at one of the local farms in Sleaford as a poultry farm assistant, and my sister rang me, and I thought it was just a bit of a joke, didn't really believe her. Then my dad rang me, and he was like, you gotta leave work, and I literally was like, I can't leave work, you know, what's going on, what? And then he put the phone down on me, so I kind of thought, right, okay, I don't know how to put this, sorry guys. And then my stepdad rang me, and he was saying how, you know, that, you know, Carl's killed himself, and he spoke to me on the phone, and he started to get upset. Sorry. And yeah, so that moment, then I knew that it was all real. And how did I feel? I don't know how I felt about it all. How do you feel when something that you never expected to happen in your own life, and it happens? You know, I had to tell my uncle, who I worked with, that, you know, his own brother had just killed himself. So literally, I felt lost. You know, how did it affect everyone in your family? It affected us all a lot. Sorry. Me, it hurt. It's literally like, it felt like I'd lost my best friend. And obviously it wrecked my dad for a long time. affected the family as much as it would for anyone to lose anyone of the family. You know, and I think, you know, like, oh God, personally, you know, how I personally coped with it, I had to be strong for the family. I felt like I had to keep going for the family, for everyone else, and it drove me to drink a lot, push away friends, push away my girlfriend at the time, and I turned into a horrible person. And I know that's not the person that I am anyway, but that's what it turned me into. Do you think talking about it might have even helped prevent the suicide? I don't know. Seriously, I don't know. I think we might have come down to the conclusion, or maybe a possibility, of knocking down that wall to find what that issue was, and how he felt about things, you know. He wasn't the person to really talk about his feelings to anyone, to family, to friends, to anyone. So whether it would have been prevented, I don't know. It might not. How was your mental health, and how was it then? Back then, probably bad. It affected me a lot, mentally and physically. It like drained me so much. And now, I've had my own issues with having to deal with like my own depression, anxiety, and, you know, getting to the point thinking that, you know, I'd lock myself away. I wouldn't speak to anyone. It took me months to actually come out and say something. So now, looking back at that, it's still fresh in my mind, in family's mind, and it's still a very, very upsetting topic to talk about. This is why it's hard for me to talk to you guys, you know, my subscribers, about how I personally felt about it all. You know, has a suicide of someone close to you worsened your mental health, or have made you more aware of it? Losing someone close to me, especially like my uncle, who wasn't just my uncle, who was my best friend, always kept people laughing. Me and him would always play fighting, you know, while he would come out the winner. But that's what it was, and I can't say I am 100% perfect on being aware of suicide, or whether someone is close of thinking all that, you know. I've let people down in the past and not been there for people, you know, and that's kind of somehow still not being very aware of someone's issues, or whether someone needs me, or needs someone to chat to. I hope I've answered these questions that I have been given enough, and kind of let people in about the reason why I am doing this. So thank you so much for everyone that has supported me so far, and that has donated so far. We have raised £145 out of £300. So thank you so much for everyone that has so far. The link for my Just Giving will be in this video below and in my charity live stream tonight. So yeah, so let's keep this money raising and let's help Calm get the help and support and the things that they need, so they can have that phone call all night for someone that really needs it. Thank you for listening and supporting me during this video. I hope to see some of you and speak to some of you tonight during my live stream on the YouTube, and I think I'm also gonna put something out on Facebook and go live on Facebook as well I'm playing. So if anyone has the opportunity, check over on my Facebook as well, say hello onto my live stream on Facebook, and yeah, thank you very much and peace.